What's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Man, I want to bring a story out of New York. I don't know how to approach this, so I'm just going to go to it and say what I am feeling as I read this and look at this. It says from the New York Post, NYC victim of quote-unquote anti-white crime says suspect accused her of being Trump fan. Let's get into this, shall we? Now, we know there's been a whole lot of hollering about anti-black hate crime bill. Where is it at? What's up with the George Floyd bill? Why we can't get something for black people? Why is every time, how come the Asians got an anti-hate crime bill in a matter of 3.5 seconds? From an Asian guy get pushed down, but stats show that majority of the racial crimes, the anti-hate crimes, are against Aboriginal Black Americans. But yet we can't get a crime bill. We can't get money to help our community. We can't get programs to help kids, learn how to code or learn AI. Or become IT professionals. We can't get none of that, but we can get stuff for minority. But we can't get things to specifically help us so that we can make sure. And that's the reason why we want things specifically for us. Not because we're trying to be racist, not because we don't like everybody else, because we're always helping everybody else. That's just what we do. The issue is we want to make sure we get something specifically for us so that way we know that we don't get the crumbs like we do most of the time. So that's why I said we'll make something specific for us. That way we know we'll get that, and we know to go in our community, and then we ain't got to worry about nobody else because we know everybody else gonna get things anyway. That's the whole premise behind it. Anything else, y'all can kick rocks at what y'all believe. So, but with that being said, it's interesting that this anti-hate crime bill is about to get flipped against and for the very people that it was not intended for. But let's read it. The Queens bus rider assaulted in an alleged anti-white crime told the Post on Sunday that one of her attackers accused her of being a fan of former President Donald Trump before the assailants bashed her on the head. Jill LaCroix, 57-year-old grandma of 5, was left bleeding after she was blitzed by 3 black women July 9th while riding a city bus. An attack being investigated by the NYPD's Hate Crime Task Force. Now, all these hate crimes happen. And all of a sudden, this becomes national news. Amazing. Before they hit me, before they hit me, the girl with the green hair, and I mean, you look at these girls. Oh, you look at these girls, they look like little babies. One got green hair, one thing got pink in hair, another got gold hair, like wigs. This could be, shout out to Tariq Nasheed, because he would probably say something like this too, but this could be seem like it's a setup, something that these 3 girls might have been set. Let's read the whole story. Before they hit me, the girl with the green hair said, "You probably like Trump, don't you, LaCroix?" Recall, I said, "I love him." I didn't see which one hit me first. So, out the blue, some girl just looked at you for no reason and just said, "You probably like Trump, don't you?" You ain't say nothing to them. They didn't say nothing to you. There was no altercation. She just looked at you and said, "You probably like Trump." And you said, or as a response, "I love him." And then they beat you. Okay. The one with the green hair, she was saying she hates white people. The way they talk, hates white skin, the way their skin cracks. All I know is summertime. Shoot. Let anybody walk outside. In this heat down here in Texas, everybody's skin gonna crack. I don't give a damn doggone what your skin color is. But anyway, but this is in New York. She's saying she was gangster. Said the bartender who was headed to visit her mother at the time. The 57-year-old bartender, okay. I was the only white person on the bus. By the time we started passing St. John's Cemetery on Woodhaven, she started in on me saying, "That's where I'm going to bury you." She had a bag from Bath and Body Works and she took out a scrub and said she was going to beat me with it. It was tangerine. I'm not laughing at what I'm just laughing at the way this reads, man. This is crazy. LaCroix said, she said, "You're going to get what you deserve. All white people are going to get what they deserve." It was crazy. LaCroix, who has 3 biracial children, oh man, and that's always they're gonna say that. LaCroix, who had 3 biracial children, said she needed 3 staples to close the gash in her head. And head wounds bleed bad too. You can have like a little scratch. I mean, I used to watch wrestling. That's how I know. And then I fell one time on my head. One time it just gushed out blood. Thought I was gonna die, but it wasn't that much. It looked bad. You got all this blood up here, these capillaries and stuff sitting right here. You know that science class back in the day. But that's one thing I did learn. But anyway, I didn't even know how bad the wound was. He said they sat me down the bus and one of the passengers said, "You're bleeding pretty bad." LaCroix was on the southbound Q53 bus at Jamaica Avenue and Woodhaven Boulevard at the time. Cops put out a video of her suspected attackers, including one with bright green hair. The victim estimates the 3 suspects were in their late teens, early 20s, which it's like the one with the green hair was the mouth. They were looking for trouble, LaCroix said. When they got on the back door of the bus, they were laughing. And the one with the pink hair said, "Yeah, I kicked that baby stroller." Huh? Where'd that come from? More than a week later, the attack has left the victim shaking. "Never in my life have I been attacked like that," LaCroix said. They said they hate white people. And this is the actual story from, the New York Post. I'm not really understanding this. This reads like a freaking novel, like a book. But I'm not going to downplay it. It may have happened. But like I say, reading that, it looks like I said, this was more of a staged incident, maybe by both parties. Who knows? It is midterms. Weird things happen during midterms. Let's see what else. They say woman bashed by on NYC bus by attackers spewing anti-white sentiment. Boy, they finna flip this bill to where black folks are not gonna have a chance, because all these white women gonna be hollering that they getting beat up, and it's gonna be anti-hate crime. Let's see how fast they arrest these girls and how far under the jail they put them for this. It said a white woman was left bleeding after she was bashed in the head on the Queens bus during a fight with 3 black passengers who said they quote-unquote hate white people. Police said Thursday. The 57-year-old who was on southbound bus, blah, 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 around 6:50 p.m. Saturday when she got into a fight with 3 black females whose ages were not known, cops said. She was then struck in the, so she got into a fight. Why did you get into a fight? Let's see. She was struck in the head with an unknown object, but in the other story, the woman said she was hit with a tangerine. Scrubber. Tangerine. She was then struck in the head with an unknown object causing laceration and bleed as the individuals made anti-white statements. Police said, "I hate white people, the way they walk," one of the attackers said, according to the police source. The 3 females fled the bus after the attack and haven't been caught. The victim was taken to Jamaica Hospital for a gash on the head. The NYPD Hate Crime Task Force is investigating the incident, the cops said. Again, like I said, I don't really know how I'm getting it. I don't really know how to. I don't really know what to say about this. You know what I'm saying? This is, if it happened, it's bad. Like I said, the 3 young girls, they babies. They wearing, like I said, these wigs and these, midriffs showing their bellies. Barely got any clothes on. It's not really. I would say the best of our people, the best representation of our people as I can see, but this does not look good, period. Like I said, if it happened, then they should be caught and they should be punished. And we'll turn around and say, well, you ain't punishing these white folks that doing this. Well, remember what system you live in. you're living in the system that we don't control, we don't own anything, we don't make the laws or the rules, they do. So that being said, they do what they want. But with that being said, if we are, because we see how things are going, like you see the thing with the, what was that, Sesame Street videos. Now I think some of that too, or like setups, people doing things on purpose because it's a big thing now. Because think about this. Kind of like when people online, and like folks say, like people online talk real bad, real tough guys when they behind that camera, behind what's they call it, Twitter fingers. But when you see them face to face, they nut up. It's a whole different attitude, whole different person. It's the same thing, I believe, in them costumes. Somebody may have did something that was deemed or seen or may have been intentional. Did something that intentionally derogatory or racially motivated or whatever, discriminatory towards a child. Video gets out. Everybody's all black people in the uproar. So now you got people saying, wait a minute, they don't know who done it. I'm gonna start doing it. So now you see more and more videos. Who knows who's behind them costumes? Disney World, Six Flags, whoever owns these amusement parks, or whoever has a license to these characters can tell you anything and say who's behind. It can tell you that anyone is behind it. They can come back and say it was somebody black behind those costumes. And what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? Huh? Nothing. How you gonna look? So, but when you got people that's behind a costume, behind a mask, they feel a certain way. They feel they can do certain things and get away with it because nobody knows who they are. That's why you got, people that rob banks or, rob people, delete people, a lot of times, sometimes, well, not these young dummies nowadays. They don't have a mask and this camera's everywhere. But anyway, back in the day, they had masks, makeup, face paint, so you couldn't tell who it was. But again, different time. But with that being said, like I said, so who knows why this stuff is happening at the Disney World, at the Sesame Street amusement parks, theme parks or whatever. Like I said, I don't know if it's like intentional or not. I think it's intentionally done. Is it something racially motivated, or is they doing it for attention, just so they can get get TikTok views and stuff? It's possible because these kids nowadays are just really stupid. A lot of them are. And in the case of this here, but I don't understand. Like, say some kid walking up to you saying, "You hate Trump. You like Trump, don't you?" And you say, "I love him," and then they beat you with a damn plunger or a spoon or whatever the heck you said it was. It don't make sense. And again, they say, truth is stranger than fiction sometimes. But I don't know. All I can say is this is not going to look good for us and any other future anti-black hate legislation, because they'll probably use this one case and try to say, see what happens, see how they act. That's why we ain't going to do nothing for you. But again, this is why you try to create your own society, your own neighborhood. Make your neighborhood productive, make it peaceful, make it prosperous, somewhere that people can live, that your people want to live, like other ethnicities do when they all come to this country and they live together and they live in harmony and peace. And they may have a bad seed, but they purge that person about the community, make sure that person, suffers for his crimes or whatever the case may be, and they keep on living. That's what you need to do, so you can make your own rules and regulations. Show the world that you can govern yourself. And if anybody try to come in, you'll put them on their ass and put them out and say, we don't need you over here. This is what you need to do. Not sit there and be like, hey, I need an anti-hate crime bill because y'all are treating us bad. They don't give a damn about it. About you, about us, or what the heck are you crying about? This is the society we live in. Yes, we continue to fight. Yes, we don't let nobody push us over. Yes, we don't let anyone do us wrong. We always fight that. But again, with that being said, we make sure that we try to create our own society, whether it be in this country or another country or whatever. Create your own little small town somewhere or what have you. So you can live in peace, in your own peace amongst your own people, like everybody else do. Anyway, Man, that's all I got for this story. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't know what the hell to say about this. This just seems weird. Like I said, to me, I don't believe. I mean, I seen it. Don't believe it. I mean, I don't know. I gotta see more. If it's real, then you know what? I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. And like I said, prosecute the young girls. But again, you know, make sure you prosecute everybody. That's the thing. It's not that you prosecuting these girls and they don't deserve it. It is that, are you doing it across the board and everybody can use the same excuse when they get out? Are you saying that these girls, are you going to say, oh, well, these girls shouldn't be prosecuted because they're young, they got their whole life ahead of them, they just made a mistake? Or are you going to try to throw the book at them and put them in prison for 35 years? Let's see. But anyway, tell me what you think about it. Leave your comment below and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace. I'll see you on the other side.